Hi, I'm Tom Beckett, the founder of Better Century, a new social network for sustainable living. I wanted to spend a little bit of time just to talk to you about where we're at as an organisation and also why we need to do things differently. So to begin with, we're in a climate and ecological crisis. By 2022, Arctic sea ice will no longer exist in the summer. Our sea levels are rising and rising much more quickly than we ever thought. And runaway climate change could result in, at the end of this century, um, a habitable world for about 1 billion people. So we have in front of us one of the biggest challenges of humanity. And I think through Better Century we have a really useful means to be able to counter that particular issue. So to counter that issue, I believe we need a wholesale change in culture, and that digital technology has a remarkable means to be able to support that. You saw the rise of Facebook when it first came up and how much that's changed the way in which people go about posting, interacting online. Now is the time for us to use that digital technology to translate into a massive cultural change. And in order to empower that cultural change, we kind of need three key ingredients. That's inspiration. Daily, people need some form of inspiration that they're not the only person out there who's going about making change and that there's other people going through the same challenges as them. We need learning from other people. We've got to adopt technology on a scale which is unheard of in humanity. We've got to transition our houses to air source heat pumps. We've got to start using electric vehicles. Our companies need to start engaging and buying this new technology. Our households need to start engaging and buying this new technology. So we need the learning of this new technology to be shared from people's experience. So when someone's installed an air source heat pump, they need to share that experience with someone else. When a company has gone about implementing efficiency measures through management practices or whatever, then they need to share that so that other people can learn and benefit from that experience. And on top of that, we need a place in which you can help someone else. So you can go and ask a question about what's needed, or you can just go and help someone else who's trying to get a question answered. And the great thing about Better Century is that we've created this amazing web of knowledge through what seems like a fairly simple chat forum, but actually is an integrated pathway to understanding how you can tackle the issues in a personal capacity. We've got subjects from how you can influence your council to declare a climate emergency through to how you implement policies for a climate emergency. And we've got discussions about how you can reduce single-use plastics. We've got discussions about how you can use a bicycle more in day-to-day work. So we have just this vast knowledge base which is ever expanding, and we're looking to keep on growing it. I mean, this could be an incredible knowledge base, but also a vehicle for change. Again, if you provide those three things: learning, inspiration, and help and support to people. So we're providing those things through our digital platform, and we believe that that's going to be could, if it's taken up on a large scale, achieve a big cultural shift. And on top of that, we're looking to just be a vehicle for change. So we're going to try and partner with lots of NGOs and charities and share our profits because we're a community interest company. And we're going to go about listing all the community referred products and services so we can be like a trust site for people who are looking just to buy something which will help them avoid single-use plastic, or help them reduce the amount of food waste which they're producing. We all need to make all of these little changes, but we kind of need to see them as part of a bigger whole. And that's part of the reason we created some challenges as well, so that people can enter into a plastic waste challenge or a low carbon transport challenge. There's just lots and lots of different ways in which people can interact, and the great thing is that you get to build a profile. So you get to build a profile which you can share with your friends and family. You get awarded badges. You get lots of really cool information which you can show off, and you can share how you're achieving a carbon neutral future through those kind of means. So it's a really great platform, and I really encourage as many people to come up and join it as possible. And the reason being is that the more people, the merrier. The more people who've got the knowledge, the more people who are looking for the knowledge, the more people who can come in and contribute to that knowledge base, the more people who can be affected, and the bigger impact which we can make. So it's about this kind of creation of a big community which all has one ambition, and that is to achieve our mission, which is to create an environment where all life thrives this century. And we can do that in collaboration if we can work with a number of different people. So why not think about coming to join a great new social media, social media for sustainable living, to get inspiration, learning and help. These three things could help you transition. I mean, we've got 10 years to halve carbon emissions, to avoid runaway climate change. Many people say that we need to do it much more quickly. The reality is that we can't wait for short-term politics and a consumerist culture which is fueling that short-term politics to try and tackle that issue. We need a culture change. We need a culture change across society, and we need a vehicle which can make that happen. And I think that Better Century is that vehicle, and you can come and help us on our journey. And it's a really exciting, fast-moving journey. So please come and join us at www.bettercentury.org. Thank you.